Tie-dye friends, it's Kara with Eastwood Tie Dye, and I'm going to show you how to make our DIY tie-dye kit. It's where you can turn the item in your vacuum sealed pouch into whatever you've chosen. We've got soft bamboo socks that come in size large and medium. These are adult sizes. We have kitchen dish towels, so you get a set of 2 kitchen dish towels in whatever color you've chosen. We also have aprons, and they have pockets because you need pockets on aprons. So we have a few different items for you to choose from. And this video will show you how to turn this into these with a few simple instructions. DIY tie-dye kit comes with a garment that we have already pre-wrapped in the geode style, and we've added color to. That way you don't have to invest in all the expensive colors. You don't have to worry about the wrapping or how to wrap geodes, or are you getting them tight enough, or is your string going to break? There's a whole bunch of things to consider when tying geodes. We just do it for you and make it easy. So really all you're going to do is add water, rinse, and wash it. It's very easy. So with this kit, the DIY tie-dye kit, here's the item right here. Same item, just it's wrapped with geodes and it has color. This one is grape, so we're going to make a pair of grape bamboo socks today. And now we'll go over the items that you need at home to make this all happen. Pretty simple stuff here. You need a large pot. You need a pair of kitchen tongs, scissors, a thermometer. It doesn't have to be a meat thermometer, just a thermometer to measure the water temperature. You need gloves, whether you have yours from home or the ones from the kit. And you need dish soap. Blue Dawn is our favorite. To start the project, you'll need some hot water, 140 to 160 degrees. Use your thermometer to make sure. If you're a kid, make sure you have your parents' permission and help before you start this project. While you're waiting for your water to come up to temperature, you can prepare your sink. You're going to want to stand up the pouch against the sink wall, and that can be on the side of the sink, or maybe you have 2 sinks and you lean it up against the center. The thing is, you don't want this bag to tip over. What we're going to do is fill it with water, and we have to make sure that it's stable because it can't be disturbed for 10 minutes. So I like to put in my giant sink a dish tub, and I'll use the space. I've created just a small little opening here that this pouch will stand up against, and so it's supported from the side of the dish tub and the side of the sink, so it's not going to go anywhere. I can even push it closer if I want to. Now that we have the sink all set up and ready to go, it's time to cut the top off of our bag so we can pour the water in. Where you're going to want to cut it is right below the seal line, so right underneath that all the way across. We want a lot of the bag exposed so we can pour the water in, and it will have enough space to submerge the garment. Now that the top is cut off of our bag, I like to roll down the top a little bit, just about a ½ inch or so, and it makes the top more stable, so it creates a more stable opening for you to pour the water in. And we just set it right back in place. Our water is at 151 degrees. For me, that's the sweet spot, so I'll turn off the pot and I'll begin to pour the water into the bag. I've pushed my bag to the corner of the sink, so now I've got 3 sides supported. One here, one in the back, and one on the side. So this really is very supported. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour the water in. When you're pouring the water in, you want to be very careful, and you want to pour slowly. You really only get 1 shot at this. There is no fill line, but you want to make sure that the garment is submerged. So the garment comes right below the top of the bag, and you're going to fill it up right to the top of that garment. Right to the top. So let's go for it. Again, you're going to be pouring slowly and right up to the top. Don't worry about the bag. It won't melt. This is a vacuum saver bag, and it's even meant to go in boiling water, so we're fine. Just a little bit more. Okay, perfect. You don't want to overfill the bag because then you're going to lose the dye. So it came right up to the top. I'm just going to take it and smush it down just a bit with my tongs. Set a timer for 10 minutes. During that time, it's very important that you leave the bag completely alone. Don't disturb it, don't bump it, don't do anything. You know, move your faucet out of the way so it doesn't drip on it. Just completely leave it alone. In the meantime, grab yourself a snack or a drink and come back in 10 minutes. I can see the water. It has this beautiful grape color. Kind of reminds me of Kool-Aid back in the day. And we're just doing a single color on these socks, and we're doing grape. It looks so awesome. You can see right there, that's the string for the geode, and that's what we're going to be grabbing onto and unwinding to untie these after they are dyed and rinsed. Now it's time to put on our gloves and take our item out and start rinsing it. This is where it really gets fun. If I can put my glove on the correct way. Nope, still didn't get it. Okay, let's go. So now you need your tongs. Get these bad boys ready. And we are going to carefully take our item out of the bag, put it on this in the sink or in your dish tub or whatever, and we're going to pour out the water that is in the bag. Ooh, look at that purple color. Oh my goodness, that looks amazing. All right, now we need to carefully pour this out. You know, dye does stain, so if you get any messes or spills or drips, just clean them up right away. It won't bother your sink though. Your sink will clean right up. Don't worry about that. And carefully dispose of your garbage. Here is our garment. It's the bamboo socks. And it has this beautiful, beautiful grape color. So we're going to get cold water and clean up our mess real quick. So we're just going to rinse this until the water runs mostly clear. You're just running it over the whole garment and squeezing. We still have this grape, this grape Kool-Aid color in the sink. It's so pretty. Got some drips, gonna clean those up. Drips happen, they do. And it's okay, just clean them up. This is looking great. And if you'll notice, depending on which garment you got, there is a loop tie, okay? This is the end of the geode. So this is only tied once. And this is where we're going to start to untie. So after the water runs mostly clear, not all the way clear, but mostly clear, then we're going to start untying. And I'm just wringing and twisting and rinsing as I go along. And the grape color is getting paler and paler. And I think we're ready to untie. I think I'm going to do it. So you find the loop. It's right here. There may be more than one, but this is where you're going to start. And you're going to untie until you're out of that string. There may be another loop, so then go ahead and untie that and keep untying until you finish the garment. So I just take the end and I go around and around. Pretty easy so far. And I'm just winding it right back on my fingers, and I'll pull it off in a minute. The hot water will soften the waxed sinew. So sometimes you might run into places when you're untying where it's a little bit more difficult, like maybe the wax is melted together a little bit. That's okay. Just tug on it and it should come right off. Wow, you can already see those white lines. Look at that. These are going to be so cool. I'm such a purple fan. Such a purple fan. So I had to do grape. And grape, all the colors that we use at Eastwood Tie Dye are from Dharma Trading Company. We have so many different colors. It's fun making new color combinations and putting things together. And some of the colors are just so beautiful, I want to use them all by themselves. So that's what we've done here. This is coming right along. I'm halfway done. We just go around and around until it's all done. Ooh, we're in the home stretch now. Almost done. Got a little careless with my drip there. Hold on. All right, back to normal. And then pull the string off of your hands. Otherwise you can't move them. All right, string is off. Goodbye string, right in the trash. And behold, we have 2 socks. Look at them. Look how cute these are. And what a gorgeous purple color. This grape is amazing. So now we're going to rinse with clear water again. And you can see even more dye coming out now that was trapped under the sinew and within the creases and all that. Pretty soon we're going to get out our Dawn dish soap. We prefer the blue kind. If you want to use any dish soap you have, that's totally fine. This is just what we use. This is what we prefer. Wow. Great color. The thing about these professional colors is they won't bleed on you. Okay, follow these steps and they're not going to bleed. And they're going to last for the life of the sock. Okay, you're going to have this deep, rich, awesome color. Okay, looks good. Looking good, looking good. Now, we'll turn the water to hot. Or if you want to, you can take the hot water you've already been simmering. Remember when we simmered that? You can take that pot, it's already pretty hot, drop a few drops of Dawn dish soap in there. Using my tongs just to mix it up, get it soapy. Put your socks right back in there, swish them around. If it's too hot for your hands, go ahead and you can run some cold water in here. But you're going to notice that when you put the socks back into the hot water, and again, if this is too hot, please run some cold water so you are comfortable. I don't want anybody to burn themselves. You're going to see more dye coming out when you rinse in hot. The cold water, okay, when we first did cold water, that stops the dyeing process, okay? So it halts the dyeing process. The hot water that we are rinsing in now helps to release the dye molecules that did not bond with the fabric. And that's why the dye molecules are going somewhere and they're going to go back into your water. When you wash these on hot water, which is the next step, I mean, you're going to wash these in the washing machine on normal cycle hot water. When you do that with whatever laundry soap you want, the rest of the dye molecules that didn't bond with the fabric will be released into the water down your drain. And that's why they're not going to bleed on you, because we're washing them out. But all the dye that needs to bond with the fabric, that's already done that. So look at that. That's a lot of dye that came out. Now back to cold water, just to go ahead and, or even warm water, it doesn't matter at this point. You're just going to wash the rest of the soap out. And keep rinsing until your water is mostly clear. Looking good. Looking really good. And then it doesn't have to be perfectly clear. This isn't perfectly clear, but you can if you want to. Mine's not. This will be fine. We're going to pop these on the wash, right in the washing machine, as I said, normal cycle, on hot water, and then dry in the dryer as normal. And we're going to do that and come back and see what they look like. They already look pretty amazing so far. Welcome back. I've washed the socks in the washer on normal setting, hot water, and I dried them in the dryer like I normally do. And this is how they turned out. These are the pair of socks that we dyed. So as you know, they already came wrapped for you. They already came dyed for you. All you needed to do was add hot water and rinse them out and wash them out. And this is what we have. I'm about to list these in my store. They are the GEODE socks. I used the grape color and it's called Stell's Bells. But the way that we did this with the GEODE tie-dye in the bag is also how I made these socks. and these ones as well. This is how really I make all of my socks. I just made a whole bunch of these ones too, same way. I wrap them and dye them, and I'll have these available in the DIY tie-dye kit. I even have Lemon Tour Beach. I've got so many, and I love them. I've got to get them in my store, but these are just such fun socks to make if you're having a tie-dye party, if you want to send a gift to one of your friends. I mean, how cool is that for them to make this process at home, or for you to invite some friends over to do it. It's so much fun, and I really love it. So thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, please comment on this video, and I will answer your questions. You can also email us at eastwoodtiedye.com, and we'll return your email. So any questions, let us know, and I hope you like DIY tie-dye.